Greetings gamers, I'm LotusCrane, and today I'll be reviewing Brigador, Up Armored Edition, an isometric action game developed by Stellar Jockeys and Gossworks and published by Stellar Jockeys. It's $20 in the Steam store, plus $10 for the deluxe DLC upgrade, which includes original soundtrack and remix albums, as well as an audiobook version of the Brigador novel, which is pretty decent. The game only has a Metacritic score of 70, which I think is unfairly low. Maybe that was for an earlier build of the game. And the Steam community seems to agree. This has a 95% positive Steam rating, and honestly, I like this game. I always knew I would enjoy this game. I put off getting it for a while because, again, I game on a budget, and I was very happy to see that in my humble monthly bundle for June 2017, besides Solaris, which I've been playing the heck out of, Brigador was one of the games, and man, it's kind of like a heartbreaking story for the developers of the game, Jack and Hugh Moynihan. Kotaku has a really great article about, the struggles and the occasional failures of the indie gaming industry. And so basically, I do encourage you to throw some money Jack and Hugh's way by getting a copy of Brigador after this video. I'm not usually that blatant with trying to sell a game to people, especially since I'm not paid to endorse any of these games, but let's see, what did I just play? Let me try this with a different character. So this is campaign mode. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to bother paying attention to the story of this game. A lot of people don't pay attention to the story of any games, but the aesthetic and the storytelling and the synth music of this game, it feels very much like a 1980s Paul Verhoeven movie. I actually kind of wish I could travel back in time and finance or produce a cyberpunk movie with Paul Verhoeven as the director, and I would get Steve Guttenberg, Richard Pryor, Jackie Chan, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as the principal character actors for the movie. Alright, I'll give this one a shot. I usually prefer something a little heavier, but wow, I probably spent entirely too long in this video talking about and I've already lost my ability to speak. Now, don't be put off by the very deliberate retro neon design choices. No! Okay, good. I was afraid that would get trigger the alarm, which would raise the shields on a lot of enemies, and I don't want to deal with that just yet. Because enemy shields will be up, as well as panic walls being raised to protect these objectives, and that's just generally more annoying than I want to. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. That is part of the gameplay, the tension, the excitement of disabling. Oh, whoops, whoa, oh, geez Louise. I am almost destroyed. I am not used to playing such a light loadout. I just hope no one sneaks up behind me with my camera zoomed all the way over here. Oh, crap. Oh, whoa. Okay, I still have some shields. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm so low. I really need to refill my shields, but if I go in and get those bits of energy... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Alright, I need to get some ammo. More importantly, actually, I need to get those shield recharge. Oh, okay. There we go. I was worried that would not pan out well for me. Okay. I have my shields back to full. I even have some overcharge. Oh! There we go. Alright. I mean, granted, I only have 31 hull or structure or whatever it's supposed to be, but actually that's a little under half of my total. Wow. I guess I've been playing as big boys a little too much. I guess I could leave. Oh, right. But the gaming completionist in me says, no, not before I get 100% of objectives on the map. Where's the comms tower anyway? I don't know that I even saw one. But yeah, dig that 80s synth music vibe. I did mention I grew up in the 80s, right? Speaking of Steve Guttenberg, if you're too young to have grown up watching the Police Academy movies or Short Circuit, oh! Duh. Or, I forget, was it Steve Guttenberg who was in Gung Ho? It was a movie about, the 1980s, like, auto industry fears that Japanese car companies were going to totally wipe out, American auto companies and their workers. But actually, the ironic thing was, Japanese, companies would, of course, employ Americans, working at factories based in America, and their working conditions were often better than that of the American auto companies. So the auto workers union prevailed in American companies, but was largely unnecessary at the Japanese companies. Oh, right. I think this game has I don't know if this game actually has a rating. I didn't bother checking. I would guess maybe T for teen, except Johnny Five Aces, his backstory is, well, let's just say parts of it are a little bit on the adult side, so I almost wonder if Johnny Five Aces, I mean, you have to unlock him with money earned in game, but yeah, he definitely has an M-rated story. So I've been playing this game for a couple hours now, and I haven't unlocked everything, but yeah, sure, let's go with something a little heavier. So you get to choose primary and secondary weapons. Specials which don't have ammo, but they do have usage cooldowns. Alright. 5 districts. Let's see how quickly I can go through this. I think in 20 minutes I'm supposed to do something with some friends, so... It's funny, even though it seems like all I do is play games, even so, I do have to watch my schedule because I have to find time to manage all my different games, including some that I play with friends. So... Oh, this is a pretty wide open map. Paul Verhoeven, of course, did like the classic original RoboCop, which I think not only is it a great action movie, it's also a wondrous social commentary. This is a really wide open map. Oh. Okay, there, I can see from the HUD all those little shapes at the top of the screen. They represent objectives. Alright, I could destroy this now, but I'm going to save it for later in case I need the ammo. Oh, you know what? Except I'm playing such a heavy, slow mech that's going to take forever. Incidentally, you don't only have to play as mechs, but I mean, I played like a truck previously. There's tanks, there's hover vehicles, including ones as light as hover bikes. One smaller mechs, which are basically like elementals from MechWarrior Battletech. Oh right, so if I had to compare this game to all those other games I've played, if if Mech Commander, who here actually remembers Mech Commander? If Mech Commander, which was like a spin-off of the Mech Warrior games, if Mech Commander and Rampage World Tour had a baby, and it had Gunbound and Hotline Miami as the godparents, to me that is what Brigador is. Oh, when I was saying if I could go back in time and I would produce like a movie with Paul Verhoeven as director and Steve Guttenberg, Richard Pryor, Jackie Chan, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as the main actors, I guess that would only be feasible if the giant robot genre was as popular in America as it was in Japan in the 1980s. I really feel like giant robots didn't take off in America until at least like the mid to late 90s. And even then, like, never to the same degree that they did in Japan. Now the map is significantly darker with all the substations destroyed. I guess with these larger multi-stage freelance missions, they don't bring on the heat until later on. It may be hard for some of you watching at home to tell, but don't be deceived by these retro graphics. The actual physics of this game, including like 3D aiming, which does acknowledge that some units are higher on the Z-axis than others, based on either unit height or, in the case of our vehicle's altitude, it's actually quite impressive. So that's like part of what the Kotaku article with Jack Q. Moynihan covers, is the fact that, oh gosh, I mean, it took them 5 years to make the game, so I guess they must have started like 7 or 8 years ago. But they couldn't use like the Unreal or Unity engines. They had to like write their engine from scratch because one of their project goals was a game where everything is destructible. And that is more difficult than you might imagine, to have all the objects in the environment be destructible or deformable in some way. Oh, okay. Did I really miss something on the left? Wow. I have to cut this short so that I'm not keeping my friends waiting forever for the next game I need to play. Okay, Garrison is... done enough of Garrison to move on. But yeah, I mean, hardly even my shields are barely dented, let alone actual any hull or structure. Okay. Never found a comms tower, but... oh wait, never mind. Oh no! They faded away before I could get to them. Wow. That guy was asleep at the controls. There's technically 2 guys left in the garrison here, but that's okay. They will survive to tell the tale of the Brigador that wreaked this much havoc. Wow, that one building was pretty sturdy. Now this stage could have been cleared much more quickly if A, I were more competent, or B, I was in a faster vehicle. Okay, this looks like it's full of things that explode. Okay, I don't know what I hit, but it just exploded all around. Some of the poor souls running on there wearing yellow raincoats are, of course, innocent civilians running for their lives, and most of them will not make it. In real life, one should not be so cavalier about civilian casualties. Thankfully, this is just a video game, so... Well, you there, little buddy, you get to live, because I chose not to step on you. Wait. Oh, I'm missing things. I can see from the HUD that I'm not walking around in the most efficient manner possible. Oh, it's a captain that's got an eyeball, so... Right. It was imperative that I take it out before it raised an alarm. Between the isometric perspective and also like the general design gist, you might think, hey, this kind of reminds me of Shadowrun, right? I mean, Brigador and Shadowrun are both cyberpunk games. Okay, looks like bottom and right are cleared out. But yeah, I can't believe this game only has a Metacritic score of 70. I mean, I'm not saying that this game is as brilliant an indie game as Stardew Valley or Undertale, but 70? Really? This game should be at least in the mid-80s. I mean, I know that like some of the metrics or the rubric I apply might not be exactly the same as that of a professional game critic, at one of the websites, but I think I'm a pretty even-handed judge of the merits of a game. What am I missing? I see on the HUD that something's on the right side. Oh, you know what? If you're wondering what I'm looking at on the HUD, on the right side of the screen, my face is probably covering it. I don't know if I should have been like a little off-center, or, well, not off-center, if I should not be on the very edges, because that's where the little map markers are being listed. Oh, those. Really? I missed those? Wow. This is a really huge sprawling map, and I'm gonna have to cut this short, sadly. And again, I mean, you should probably already have an idea of... There we go. 2 substations. I guess technically I could just move on to the next section. Oh, look at you, brave little fellow. I mean, really, who runs around in a yellow raincoat with a flashlight? But yeah, notice like the physics, the tracking time. Like on some of the vehicles, it's actually kind of a tactical limitation that you have to keep in mind. How long it takes for your torso or turret to spin around, rotate. There we go. If you can cause something to explode, then you don't need to destroy all the little things around it. Let's see, there's one more objective on top. What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it's oh, the alarm's up. This means that there's gonna be all sorts of annoying panic walls for me to deal with. And the enemies will be fully shielded when I encounter them. If anyone is wondering why I keep looking over my shoulder on my TV tuner is like the closest clock I have. TV tuner, cable box. My goodness. I know that sometimes I use anachronistic language. Again, I'm probably older than most of you. What's the average age of someone who watches YouTube primarily instead of traditional television? Like, young teens, right? Like, not even like tweens or something, right? Am I not allowed to leave yet? Okay, there we go. I guess the actual hitbox is... Okay, it looks like... So I only did 3 of the 5 parts. I guess if I'd chosen a different set of exits, I would have had to gone through more of that. Because there's 5 districts, and that was only the 3rd district, right? Well, I mean, just as well, since I need to get going. Yeah, this has been Brigador, Up Armored Edition. LotusCrane approves. And really, don't be a jerk like me and wait for this game to go on Humble Bundle, even though I do love Humble Bundle. Give Jack and Hugh Moynihan and their friends and family, and really a lot of hardworking, deserving indie developers your money and get in the Steam store. $20 isn't much to ask for, or plus $10 if you want to get some pretty groovy synthwave soundtrack and remix albums. Or I mean, you could also get the music off their Bandcamp site. That's his thing now for indie developers. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. I'm LotusCrane, signing off.